We know you want Juggernaut.
Juggernaut is banned. Juggernaut's first ban. Do you guys take glasses?
I didn't see that at all. Now I know.
Life Stealer is going to be the final pick for Ehome, gentlemen.
I don't think it's salvage the draft, but it's going to allow them to make ganks with Nyx, and hopefully that kind of ganks will help them get back into the game.
But they will definitely lose the draft.
Yeah, I'm going DC. So
same. DC. No game.
I'm gonna go DC. Yeah.
2-0. 3 for DC.
Tracks with that spike carapace.
And Ehome gonna go for this top rune. Doesn't look like DC really want to contest this. As they're gonna give Moo this solo safe lane. As Soxa avoids that, and Old 11 gotta be careful here. He's gonna get slowed up.
What do you think you're doing here? Not gonna be able to stay. The arrow still. The arrow is gonna latch. VG.R punishes Old 11 to the max. Picks up the first blood. In due time, Old 11 grabs himself an arcane rune. Not the most amazing thing in the world. He's matched up against Moo's Timbersaw. This is a matchup that he's faced once before. Resolution. Oh, at the top lane. Maybe he's in trouble. Still has a time walk. But if they hit this disruption torrent just right, they might be able to pop him ahead at the time walk, and they did it.
Very well done by Ehome.
And he bashes, the life stealer's low. And they even feel comfortable throwing out a solar chronosphere and going for that kill. Now, all DC's cores right now have great CS. Ehome, their 2 cores are looking pretty good. Old Chicken is going to show up once again in this bottom lane. They're going to go for move with combo and stun, the disruption leading into their spike, and even the spike carapace, making sure there's no escape. Ehome will be able to pick up one and maybe another. Soxa will be able to get back into the trees. Just barely. Ehome are still in the hunt though. The Moonlight Shadows bought them. Don't have any counter wards down just yet. Old 11 might be able to get the perfect initiation, and they're gonna go for Moo. Poor old Moo. He's been the punching bag for Ehome this whole entire time. And if they do hit the Earth Spike, this would be a perfect one. But instead,
it looks like they really want VG.R instead though.
This is gonna be close. It's gonna lead with Vendetta trying to hit the Earth Spike. They managed to hit a Chronosphere on it just then. We're now to jump in, but they missed the Earth Spike. VG.R jump forward last half second. Benware will go down eventually here. Pops the disruption. Old 11 sounds up, unable to do anything to save either one of his allies as they both go down. Old Chicken has popped the exorcism. It's going to meet with Old 11 now. They managed to see VG.R underneath that counter ward. The Moonlight Shadow not going to be a saving grace here. Turns, gets the Zard Storm at the very end to claim the kill. Now Old Chicken going to be focused down by 3 members of Digital Chaos. Old Chicken trying to lift his spirit side with exorcism. Not enough. He dies. Resolution lives. And Digital Chaos win the fight.
Gonna get dissuaded from doing so, especially with Ice's Midas pickup, like we said. Not a fighting item whatsoever as mid.
Old 11 spotted out once again. The counter ward goes down, and he may end up dropping here. Not going to be hit by the arrow. Dodges the Soxa's ult. They've got another counter ward, but no dust. So Old 11 stays one step ahead of Digital Chaos.
He's just buying some time for his team right now, but
he may even be able to get this gang move. In some serious trouble. He won't have a team returning anything to work off. The man to hit the Earth Spike, and they take him down. Old 11 is going to be hit here. Resolution drops the Chronosphere, but it's again only focused on Old 11. Well, Old Chicken is free to use that exorcism, but now he's facing up against 4 members of Digital Chaos and retreats, knowing that he doesn't really have the backup to press forward. He's disappointed in that, but he does have a full-out hood. And with that fresh activatable, last patch, that extra bit of 325 magic damage that he's able to soak up, he may stand a chance against what is probably going to be the focus of the Skywrath Mage ultimate. They're going to run into each other here. The smoke leading up. We fall for this. He goes right into the trap. Ehome, they spring it, they get one. Can they get a second one? Soxa slowing him down, immediately hit by the spike carapace. He's going to be stalled up and clipped by the Shadow Poison. Tries to go for the TP out. The stun is there though. DC have lost to Ehome. They found their opening bottom lane. Resolution beating into Lana. Lana trying to get away. Not going to be able to make it to him. He's top. Another torrent, but a multicast comes in. And that will surely end his life. Moo will claim the kill as he is desperate for some comeback goal. Onto one of these 4 heroes. They have this beautiful wombo combo that Ehome have to be constantly aware of.
Resolution just farming up the enemy jungle now. Not gonna wait for that bottom bait like he was for most of this time period is DC.
Hey, normally you want to catch a lot of heroes in this Chronosphere, but if they could just kill Ice, it's all gonna be worth it. The arrow prolonging that stun is gonna be enough. Digital Chaos They throw the kitchen sink at him, and they hit him right on the head. 9-9 now, 20 minutes in. A Digital Chaos. Digital Chaos currently forming a 4-man crew to push down the tier 1 tower at bottom lane, but they're going to be met by Old 11's Nyx Assassin with Ice inside as a life stealer. Now he's getting into the middle of these heroes. Here's a TP coming out. If they have the right impale, this could instantly pop a hero. Trapped inside the trees. He's going to be stuck. Can he leap away? Gets a force stab. Still a leap available, but he's pulled back into the torrent by X marks the spot, and he's done for. Moog going to go for the TP out. He'll be successful there. No stuns from Ehome to stop him. So they traded Lanham's Kunkka for Weeha's Mirana, a beautiful trade for Ehome.
Yeah, very well done by them, responding in kind, but at the same time, a little bit sloppy from DC. They didn't have the sentry ward down in a position where it could help them out. All the way down here, didn't anticipate the move through the river, and it's going to cost them dearly.
Yeah, they cannot go for tower pushes like that without the proper counter ward set up. And now they're actually giving a little bit of space to Old Chicken, and they may not be here in time. The disruption will stop the Skywrath main ultimate in Chronosphere for the finish him off, but now Moog comes in, chop drop, and pure damage wipes out the Death Prophet. They go on to Old 11 next. He's definitely dead, and now they want even more. Fenrir behind the tier 1 tower, but that's not safety. Moo, he'll pursue things out. He's got the Timber Chain ready to go. A long one pass into the tier 2 tower. But that is where he decides to end his forward jump. Now Ice actually managed to close the gap. He found Saksa with Moonlight Shadow down, and Ice no counter vision there. The race goes down for the bow, and the torrent on the mark nails Misery, but Ice disrupts just in time. He had a 3rd HP, comes back by Moo. Oh, the whirling death, so anticlimactic. Continue to pursue for this. He'll find Lanham as well. Another whirling death. Lanham, he's going to be taken out as well, as he's going to try an armlet toggle, but he's surrounded by so many heroes. There is no prayer, no hope for Ehome to survive through that engagement. Ice choosing to find an opening and go for Saksa there. He get the kill on Misery and still get out. It's going to require him to hit the Vendetta.
He's got a blink up, but he can't swim for it.
Jesus, Old 11, he was so close to landing that hit. That would have been disaster. Decides against it now as Misery's natural
he's going to start running into the sentry. Misery, he's going to find the angle on him too. This thing goes so fast.
Get the stun, the follow-up. Weehaw not going to be able to nail the arrow. The spike carapace a little bit of time, but Old 11, he has no defense capabilities now.
That hesitation cost him dearly, as he wasn't really sure if he wanted to go for that. At the last second, he decides, I'm going to go for it. Instead, goes down, and Ehome being repelled back, and Moo, look at him dive.
Moo underneath the tier 2 mid. Another extra smart marksman spot. Will control him. He tries to Timber Chain away. Will be able to dodge all that, but Chronosphere comes in, and now Moo, he zips away, but he didn't need to because Resolution's made a beautiful initiation. He already killed the back line. Shadow Demon dead, and Ice at half HP. Another rage is coming up for him. Not making any real commitment, but he's got to be careful.
Oh no, they actually got spotted doing this. They're gonna know that Ehome are gonna go for something.
Yeah.
And Misery gonna frontline for DC.
Maybe they can still catch him. Old 11 if he gets the right blink in here. Smoke the smoke, and then catch Moo, and Moo almost getting blown up again. Gets blown up, and now the Gold Scepter saved. Old 11 brought back into the Chronosphere. Old Chicken, he has to do so much here with his exit. Fenrir already dead with the Skywrath Mage ultimate going down. Old Chicken in the middle of all these heroes, but DC dancing in and out, trying to prevent this Prophet from doing too much. They managed to take off Old 11. It's Moo. He strikes back once again, half HP. Will chase down Lanham as well with the help of Misery. Armlet toggling again, never going to be enough against the Timber. Ice getting behind it, ranges up. He tries to go for the back. Ice can't latch onto anything, and they start retreating once again. But DC in and out once again. They're pursuing Ice Chakram, not on the land. Ice tries to go for a tricky TP out, but no. Moo says no way in hell. You don't make it out alive. All 5 dead from Ehome as DC wiped them and don't lose anything.
And DC could just be one push away from securing themselves a top 4 berth over maybe one of the tournament favorites, Ehome. Never meant to be here, but they don't care. They're making their way in. Ehome, they don't even have any abilities if they respawn. The Exorcism is still down for a minute and a half. DC senses weakness.
21 to 10, 29 minutes in, and our first tier 3 is down. Now Old 11 comes in, trying to stop or at least slow down this progression from DC as they're beating onto the range rack. Torrent and a boat gonna come in. Misery nailed by that Nyx Assassin Spike Carapace to jump forward by Weehawk. Gets a lot of damage onto Old 11. He's vendetted up, thinking twice though about whether or not he wants to go in. All of DC are low, but they retreat after taking the melee racks.
And
Old 11, you're gonna need a miracle initiation, and that means not running into this counter ward that's set up.
Dire's bottom tower
He's a
is
bit
under
scared. He
attack.
knows how dangerous his position is. Ooh, Moonlight Shadow goes down. They spotted that one out. Ehome, they could set a trap here. They see the counter ward. They see the Impale 3-man lined up. Is it going to be enough? On the 4 They got 3. DC only gonna drop 2. Old Chicken gonna be able to find out. Misery, Moonlight Shadow, Glimmer Cave. Misery might just get away. But on the side, much more important is Move. The Timber Saw is paramount. They need to be able to finish Pop and not let him get that Bloodstone suicide. He Timber Chains left-hand side, trying to make his way up, but he commits the Bloodstone suicide. They can't get Misery. Ice like a goddamn bloodhound. He keeps on pursuing out Misery, hoping to be able to catch up to him, but Misery, he's too fast. Completely control this game. It's going to need a second lane of racks. They start going uphill now. Resolution leading the charge. Lanham going to try and pose as the defense here. Kunkka spamming out his occasional Tidebringer and X-Marks spot combination, but it's nowhere near enough to keep DC back. Resolution still at full HP thanks to his lifesteal. They'll time walk away and wait for the next creep wave. They're getting the chip damage they need to win this game. It's up to Ehome to fight the right initiation here.
yeah, another arrow whiffs. Resolution finally starting to take some damage, but doesn't seem too concerned about it. He knows that Ehome have to commit for this fight now. Here comes the Chrono.
He jumps forward on the 3, move with the talk about the 2. Oh, chicken! Oh no! Ehome! They're just getting obliterated. 1, 2, 3 down. Vineyard's gonna make it 4. Ice with some rebuttal, trying to go on to Misery, but now Moo, he stalls up Old Chicken with his Yule Scepter and a full retreat from Digital Chaos. They managed to force a buyback there, force an exorcism as well, and all they have to do now is wait outside the base, wait for the exorcism to fade, and how can Ehome defend them?
And the arrow not gonna hit, but Old Chicken is left alone now.
Not even waiting for the exorcism, they start immediately focused down on Old Chicken. They got
no more buyback.
79 seconds down. Ice battling up again. 5. He's not gonna do it. Ehome! They lose. The Digital Chaos have done it. 2-0 against Ehome.
And the Cinderella story continues as DC will move on after beating the Chinese juggernaut Ehome. Sent home in the round of 6.
Unbelievable. What a loser's bracket run by Digital Chaos so far. You call them misfits. You call them the rejects. You call them the players that couldn't make it at the tier 1 teams. But here they are. They look like champions to me, Blitz.
At one point, Misery said, I'm embarrassed that I never came in as the favorites into a TI, and all of a sudden with this